right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex couches. Sex coaches,
Sex coaches.
not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives experiences and sexy adventures and ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris. And on today's Quickie, we're talking about hotel takeovers, how to navigate them, what not to do so you don't become that couple, and how to keep your relationship front and center when everything around you is basically a temptation buffet.
I love me a good buffet. We've been to more than a few of these, including one very recently this past weekend, and hotel takeovers are some of the most fun that you can have in the lifestyle, I think. But they can also go sideways real fast if you walk in without a game plan. So today we're giving you the real talk that nobody hands you at the door.
Oof. I love that.
Yeah.
You're going to think of this as your hotel takeover survival guide with a little humor, a little honesty, and zero judgment.
Yes, and before we dive in, all of our episodes, our blog, our events tab, merch, and our 100% anonymous confessional are all waiting for you at www.b. That is your one-stop shop for everything we do. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about exactly what hotel takeovers are. We're going to start from the very beginning because let me tell you, this episode is not for our people who go all the time.
Yeah.
You guys know about it.
Yeah.
This is for our first timers. This is for the people who have never been or maybe have only been once for a day pass or something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who've never been, are interested in going, but don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So let's break it down. A hotel takeover is just that. It's when you've taken over a hotel. Our lifestyle community, whoever decides to put it on, they will either purchase a floor or two,
Yeah.
or the entire
Entire
hotel.
hotel.
The ones that we've been to, they've purchased the entire
hotel.
hotel. And when that happens,
Mhm.
they will basically sell you rooms for the weekend.
Yeah.
When you go over there, you get to take part in this. You can either have a themed room. Some people make their rooms follow themes, and there's judging and stuff like that, which is always
Sometimes they
fun.
have games on if it's a weekend, on one of the weekend days, during the day, they have games or something going on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's really a whole lot of different activities. So it's basically social weekend
Yeah.
with sex spiced up
Yeah.
in it.
It's a club, a hotel.
Yeah. It's
And I mean, it's a club, it's like a house party, and then you get to play games.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I would say it's my preferred place right now.
Agreed.
I do love the hotel takeover, especially now that we're letting our hair down. We're getting more comfortable with it. The first few times that we went to a hotel takeover,
I love you
it was
because
hard.
you're saying we, but everybody knows it's just me.
We are married. We're a unit.
Give me a kiss. My craziness is your craziness.
If you struggle, I struggle. That's how
I
that
love it.
goes. If you're having struggles, then we're having struggles.
Yes.
And that's how it goes. And frankly, it's hard at first to really let your anxieties chill when you're first going to a hotel takeover.
Yeah.
I mean, even me, I always have anxieties no matter what we do, but especially the past couple of hotel takeovers that we've gone to, they've been more or less working events for us with the podcast, but also
Yeah.
I just have anxiety. Like I have to socialize with people and I don't know who they are and maybe they know who I am, but I don't know. And it's all of that stuff that I say you really shouldn't be doing, like overthinking all of that.
Yeah. I mean, and so when you go, you may not know anybody because we're going to start going to a few and we're not going to know anybody.
Yeah.
But, you have the whole feel of the whole hotel.
Yeah.
Like it's open. Like,
yeah. You
it's
have the
everything.
common areas, you have the hallways, the elevators, the event rooms.
Yeah.
Normally those event rooms, they'll have a lot of their different events, whether it be bingo. Sometimes you'll see a wonderful podcast called Beyond Monogamy with Adam and Pris doing a live show, which is dropping this coming Sunday.
Yes.
Or we've seen pussy eating contests, we've seen dick sucking contests, like things like that. Like
Yeah, we've
they
seen a lot
really
of
do a
different
lot of
things.
different things. And there's also been seminars that go over a lot of stuff as
Yeah,
well.
they're really nice. In that kind of environment, you're there with the same people, same group for 2 days. So think of it as a big sleepover, and you get to still hang out the next day, go to the mall.
You know
But
what
this
I
is
was
just
thinking
like
of? I was thinking of it. I don't know if you remember back in our hometown, they used to have Operation Graduation
no.
when we were in high school. And so as people as different classes would start graduating, before they graduate, they used to take over that big gym that we had in, in
Yeah.
in our hometown, and they would do a complete lock-in.
Okay, well, I did that for church.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a complete lock-in,
Yeah.
and, you'd be stuck there. You wouldn't if you left, you wouldn't be able to come back in.
Yeah, yeah,
And so I always viewed these hotel takeovers as a version of a lock-in,
yeah,
You show up and and I used to think that you'd have to stay there.
yeah,
And I think we were talking about that this weekend. I
yeah,
was like, "It's weird that we're not staying here because we left for dinner
yeah,
and then we came back. We left
yeah,
for
and
breakfast
we
and
came back.
coffee, and we came back. We
Yeah.
left, and we did that.
It was nice.
And primarily because a lot of these takeovers, and I don't know about the national ones, but the ones that we've been to have not provided food except
No.
for maybe continental breakfast,
Yes.
but it's not always a guarantee.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, Sometimes there may be a food truck, but for the most part, you're pretty much left to yourself.
yeah.
Now,
You have to get your own food. You have to DoorDash. I mean,
yeah,
we are
you can
so
take a
lucky.
cooler with
Yeah, you can
food.
take a cooler. I took snacky
Oh,
snacks.
yeah, we
I had
grabbed some
chips and a
snacks
queso. I had a case of water
for
and
meals.
leftovers from pizza. So we had some food. It's kind of cool because you're going to see them, the same people you partied with the night before. You're hanging out with them again at breakfast,
Yeah.
and you're going to see them again. Like it's super. It's fun. Makes you want to get out of your room. Last one we went to, we did not get out of our room
We didn't,
before this. We were
that
just
was
tired.
we had to do a live show, and it was really one of my first live shows that we had ever done,
Yeah.
and so I was stressed about that. My mind was completely on the show, and it was
Hmm.
hard to really let my hair down and be loose and enjoy other people. Really, we just got food, and we stayed in the room,
It was nice. We watched
and we kinda
movies.
needed it too.
Yeah, it was fun, but you get to spend some time, so that's however you wanna play it.
Yeah.
You take your drinks, and if you're drinking, you can always go back to your room and take a nap, come back out, your friends will be out, like, that's exactly how it happened with us. We got there late on a Friday, we went to go chill by the pool, saw our friends,
Mhm.
walked around a little bit, and people started coming. 'Cause, we thought we got there late, but there were still people arriving, and so people
Yeah.
started arriving. It was a really good night. We didn't go to bed till, like, 2?
It was about 2 when we went to
2.
sleep. Now, for those of you who are new and going in for the first time, understand that you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
If you wanna stay in the room the entire weekend, guess
Mhm.
what? You paid for it. You do what you want.
Yeah.
I think I really struggled with that, and I had to remind myself of that as well in past hotel takeovers. I felt like I had to do stuff. I felt like I had to be in the pool with everybody. I felt like I had to be, down at the rave and hobnobbing with people and doing all of
Yeah.
that. And you don't have to.
No, it was
It's what your comfort level
yeah,
is.
it's whatever you feel like doing. You can always too much is the crowd too much?
Go to your room, and
Yeah.
that's the great part about it too is, if you go to a club, if you go to a house party, oftentimes, if you are overwhelmed and you have to break
Mhm.
away,
Mhm.
one of the only places to break away is to leave, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're in it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a hotel takeover room, you just go, "Hey, guys, I'm gonna catch up with you guys later. I'm gonna go to my room."
Yeah.
And you go over there, you get some
Mhm.
quiet time, you get recentered, and when you're ready to go back out, you go back out.
Mhm.
I think that's a really cool thing. Now, I will tell
They do
you,
offer day passes.
well, some of them
Sometimes,
do. Not all of them
sometimes,
do, but
yeah.
some of them do.
Sometimes they offer day
So if
passes.
you can't stay the whole weekend, which some people don't, they'll share a way for you to still join.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are these takeovers for couples or can singles go? I know single women can go
It's
and obviously
I
couples.
wanna say that a lot of these are operated with the same ideals that clubs and house parties operate off of, which,
Okay.
as we know, most of those venues will not let too many single men in. And
Mm.
I hate to say that, it's a bummer, but also what brings in people?
Mhm.
Women.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of these businesses and clubs and whatnot, they all think of it that way. Well, single women are always welcome, no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
Single women will never be turned away. And then couples, obviously, that's their bread and butter. But single men, they will normally, if there's some rooms left over or whatever, they'll work with single men and they'll vet and this and that, at least the ones that we have experience with. Now, we don't have all the experience. Like I said, we're just talking about our
Our
experiences.
experience and what you
Uh,
should expect. Like,
yeah,
so I know there's plenty of couples. It's gonna be your community, but some people come from out of town, so
yeah,
ages vary.
they do.
But yeah, it's a I don't I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a
I
great
gotta
energy.
say that I kind of enjoy it more than I enjoy the club.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I can party and go back to my room, party.
Yeah,
I
and
can
you're
go
right
visit
there.
friends,
Yeah, we can party in their room.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just chill with them. Yeah,
Mhm.
and you know what it is? It's like a big sleepover.
Yeah.
When you think about it,
Yeah.
it's like a big ass
They're like
sleepover.
those lockdowns or
Yeah,
lockouts. Yeah.
it's like a really big ass sleepover, and, you get to stay up all night and talk to your friends and giggle and
Oh my
laugh
gosh,
and
I
do all this
laughed
stuff.
so
Oh,
much.
man, it was a great time, it was
I
fun.
laughed so much. My face was hurting me. I laughed so much.
It's hard not to be a part of that infectious,
Yeah, for sure.
intoxicating energy.
For
It
sure.
is nonstop, and what's funny is you can wake up early in the morning looking like absolute dog doo-doo
Nobody
and
cares.
make your way to go get some continental breakfast, and you'll see everybody there, and everybody's laughing
It's
and having a good time. It doesn't matter
so
what,
amazing.
all
So that was
enjoying.
our experience from at least the that breaking that part down. Rules always apply, it's always ask for permission, consent, no cameras,
Yeah,
at least in a play space.
yeah, play
Ask. Yeah,
spaces,
like ask.
discretion is a thing, guys,
Discretion.
and so not everybody is discreet, obviously,
Mhm.
like us, we don't care.
Yeah.
You wanna take pictures of us?
Expect that out in the common areas for pictures, but when you play with somebody, those rules, they still are there. Like,
They still
do
apply.
not take, like for us, that was part of our room that we didn't even open because we wanted to go hobnob with everybody. But ours
Yeah.
was going to be recorded and shown, but it was just questions.
Yeah, and that's the thing, anybody who's taking pictures, because you'll
Hmm.
have people taking
Yeah, for
pictures in
sure.
common areas and video recording. If you don't want to be on, all you gotta do is just politely tell them, "Hey, I don't wanna be recorded,
Yeah.
if you don't mind." And as long as and they'll know. From that point on, they will know,
I
and
asked
they'll make sure
somebody,
that you're out.
I asked somebody to take a picture of me and they said no.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah, and he was real polite
He
about it. He was
very
like, "No,
polite.
it's just that our kids and this and that," and it's like, totally understandable, man. We
Yeah.
respect that.
Very cool.
There are a lot of people who are not discreet, but there are just as many
Yeah.
who are, and so you really have to keep that in mind no matter where you go in
Mhm.
any kind of
Yeah.
lifestyle event.
Yeah. Because
Uh,
it's a takeover. You don't own everybody. You're not taking
yeah,
over people.
yeah,
You're just
exactly.
taking over the hotel and having fun.
Yeah, and just because it's a takeover doesn't mean that everyone is available to you.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
still have to read the room. You still have to approach
Mhm.
respectfully
Mm.
and take a "we're just hanging out tonight" gracefully, because
Yes.
we've had those nights where
Yeah.
it's like, "Sorry, guys, we're not having sex tonight. We're just
Mhm.
hanging."
We're just relaxing. We're just
Yeah,
having some fun.
yeah, those rules
Um,
still apply.
they do. Let's see. Don't there's when you can't handle it anymore, when it's too much, go to your room.
Yeah, if you're overwhelmed,
Yeah.
go take a break, man.
Um, it's if you play separately, just find out where your partner is. They can get lost sometimes.
Yeah.
Push their little air tag, check their location.
Check-ins, man,
Check-ins,
check-ins,
guys,
as a
check-ins.
relationship going into something,
Mhm.
especially a new event, I don't know about you guys, but I attach myself to my lovely wife here, like,
Mhm.
I really do, and I always go with the mentality of, "I'm not going to."
Yeah.
I always go in with the mentality of, "I
He
am going
does.
to fuck shit up."
He
Like, things are gonna go
does.
crazy. I don't know, I have this version of myself that I think is still, right out of high school and into college and just ready to
I
you
gotcha.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so I have the thought is great.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go in, but
Yeah.
the moment I go in, I realize I don't feel I don't feel comfortable,
Yeah.
and then when she's around me, I feel comfortable, so then it just changes,
Yeah.
and I latch on,
Yeah.
and that's honestly, you guys are a couple. You
You
can help each other out a lot. You can
yeah,
be each other's wingman for one thing.
you pointed to so many things, some things that you and I do. We have a really deep conversation beforehand,
Yes,
what we expect. So whatever we expect,
or what
our
we're hoping for.
expectations, what we're hoping for, we talk about it all the way over there. Uncomfortable feelings,
Yeah.
whatever. We get there. If I'm not feeling it, we're going back to the room. We're talking, and vice versa. May we keep that communication going
Yeah.
after any playing. We talk about it. We good? You want to go out? Like what's happening next? We just keep it open. And when everything is done on your way home, still same thing.
Yeah, we had a good long conversation before we actually went to this past weekend's takeover,
Mhm.
and one of the things that we had discussed was, and Pris actually asked me this, and I found it an interesting question, but she said, "Should we have some sort of code word or
Yeah.
safe word or
Yeah.
something like that?" And we decided to opt out of that because
We did.
we know the tone of voice, we know how
Yeah.
to catch each other's attention to show that there's an issue. So
Yeah.
we don't necessarily need a word to say, but that is precisely the kind of stuff that you should be talking about.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of signal, some sort of facial signal?
Yeah.
You want to give you a
I feel
baseball
like we
signal.
need one now.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 I feel like we need one.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt,
I
but
feel like it wouldn't
I just think saying a weird name
I
or a
mean, I can't
weird word
say,
out
well,
seems weird
no.
to me.
I can do I don't know. I feel like we need something, and I'm gonna figure that out, whatever it is.
It's whatever it is, to me, it's gotta be a natural word.
Yeah.
So if I'm having a conversation with somebody and all of a sudden, you're across the room and you say figgy tree, and I'm like, well, obviously that's our word, but how are you
Yeah.
gonna get out of the fact that you're
Yeah.
yelling the word figgy tree? That
Yeah.
just makes no sense whatsoever. It's gotta be
I think
something.
I'm gonna say I know what I'm gonna say. I got you. I'm gonna tell
Okay.
you. It's gonna be really cool.
It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do when jealousy spikes in the middle of an event? Because I'm sure that happens. Just talking to you alone in this past weekend, there were times where we were together and I ended up making out with somebody,
Yeah.
and you were right there with whomever and whatnot. And I think you've got it down to a science as far as when that happens.
Yes.
What do you normally do when you look over and boom, your husband's making out with
I
somebody?
roll my eyes or I say something snarky. I said something
Or both.
snarky.
Yeah, yeah, or both.
Um, and people, I say that and I don't, it's not like it's coming out of my mouth, not on purpose. I literally say it on purpose. And I say it knowing that it might hit him a certain way. He might get mad. And it might be a whole thing the whole weekend because we're normal. We're human. We're couples. We're a couple. It is what it is. Or he can take it and just kind of laugh about it. So I take my chances on that because it's just a reaction of mine. Sometimes I find it okay, but sometimes I don't, especially if I don't know the person. Like I have to kiss you afterwards.
Yes.
And sometimes it grosses me out, not my husband, the fact that someone just put their tongue in his mouth without knowing anybody. So,
Without knowing them.
yeah. So I find that
I get
I
get
see
that.
it. If I don't see it, I don't know, right? But if I see it, I find I don't know, I think it's gross.
And so then we have that conversation.
We
Luckily, you
do.
don't you're very respectful in the fact that you don't
Very.
ever come into the middle of it. You're like,
No.
excuse me, which is totally your right to do.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that you don't.
Yeah.
And then we just talk about it
Yeah.
later. And it's solved right
Yeah.
then and there, which I think is really cool. Now, I recently had a revelation because we've always said that I don't get jealous, but I've realized I do get jealous,
You do?
but in a hot way when it comes to you. So that's one of the reasons why I like watching you with other men. It's
That's
like I
right.
love watching you with other women,
Yeah.
obviously, and it's hot, but I love watching you with other men. And I've realized why exactly. It's because afterwards, the reclaiming process, the whole where we're getting back into it and
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
enjoying each other.
Yeah.
I normally will talk to you about it during sex, and it spurns this jealousy in me, makes me fuck you better.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I go all
So,
out, man.
men,
Yeah,
it's a hot thing.
it's a hot thing.
What you know what I'm telling you, baby?
Mm.
So yeah, maybe you should have a code word, check-ins, do all that good stuff. What should I bring to this thing?
What should you bring to a hotel takeover? Well, you wanna obviously pack for the weekend. Now, me personally, I overpack for the weekend because you
Yeah.
just never know.
Yeah.
I pack
Sometimes there's themes.
sometimes there's
We did
themes.
not do
Yeah.
themes. I feel bad that we didn't because I think we could have rocked it.
That's that's
The
not
women looked amazing.
you would have looked great. I don't
No,
I couldn't pull
with
it
your
off.
beard, a toga, yeah. Men looked hot. It was so beautiful. I was like, wow. So yeah, bring all that. Bring all protection. Bring
Yes.
toys.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, this is your time, dudes. This is
I
your
mean,
time to make it like your bedroom kind of
really,
sorta.
realistically, you should bring whatever sexually
Yeah.
you want,
Yeah.
and I think toys are a great idea.
Yeah.
Some people bring, like, BDSM furniture as
Yeah.
a part of their
Bring
theme,
your
you know?
blankets, your protective blankets,
Your
your
protective
little
blankets,
blankies,
yeah,
bring them.
yeah,
Mhm.
your,
Mhm.
waterproof
Mhm.
blankets and things like that. Definitely, you wanna find out if it's an indoor
Or
hotel
outdoor.
or an outdoor motel,
Mhm.
because if it's something that really has an outdoor aspect to it, and a lot of the common areas will be outdoors, you're gonna wanna bring,
Whatever
check the weather.
dress appropriate to
Yeah,
the
so, like,
environment.
for example, this past weekend, I checked the weather, and it said it was going to be rainy and a little
Mhm.
cool, so I packed a hoodie.
Mhm.
Not necessarily for me because I knew I would be okay, but I knew my wife would get cold at some point, and I had it ready for her.
Mhm.
I had it ready for her, but then I didn't realize I would end up getting cold too, and so then
Yeah.
we ended up having to go to the room. So I was not fully
Yeah.
prepared. I could have been better, but, you definitely wanna know more about it
Mhm.
and what to prepare for. Now, definitely bring your protection, bring your lube. If you fellas out there, you have your little blue pill or whatever it is that you take, make sure you
Mhm.
have,
Mhm.
that. Now, I do like I said, I think it's good for people to plan on bringing a cooler with
Yes.
whatever food you want,
Whatever snacks you want,
whatever snacks you
drink
want.
because you need to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Lots
There
of
is
water,
no glass allowed in the pool area. Common
yeah,
sense, people.
usually, yeah,
You're walking around, there's cement.
yeah,
So no glass, but everybody usually uses those little koozies and stuff, little
yeah,
cans.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Every room also has drinks and usually has things. So like you get
well, I
jello
mean, that's
shots,
on
not all of them.
the theme rooms, yeah,
Yeah.
not all of them
Not
do,
all of
but there
them.
but there are a lot of people who do that,
Yeah.
with their themes, and
Yeah.
it's times like that I wish we were drinkers
I
because,
know our
man,
friend she brings it to every party. It's called Suck and Blow.
yeah,
And it's like this tube of jello
Jello
shots
shot,
in there.
yeah,
And she's always like, do you want a suck and blow? Suck and blow. I've blown to somebody,
yeah,
but I've never, of course I don't, because I don't do that. So,
yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, that looks like fun, although I'm pretty sure I would choke once it hits the back of my
Oh
throat.
man, it's so hard.
Is it?
Like it gets stuck to the
And then there
wall.
was, like, pudding shots that
Pudding
were making
shots
their way
and yeah.
around. There was little bottles of Jaeger and
Oh,
little
we
bottles
have
of
a
all
little
yeah. Is that
Adam got a
cold brew
yeah, a
Jaeger?
little Jaeger cold brew that he's gonna drink probably this Sunday and kind of relax.
Yeah, I gotta try it, I
Yeah,
love my cold brew, so I said, I'm not a drinker, but I'll give it a shot.
yeah. I have one that
Uh,
I wanna try,
y
so
now,
woo!
you don't wanna assume that there's a fridge or a microwave,
Yeah.
obviously, because it really depends on the venue,
Mhm.
so come prepared. If you bring your own food, or ask
Don't
around,
bring your microwave,
don't bring
people.
your microwave, but if you do, you do. I
The
mean, it is
lobby
what it
has a
is.
microwave all the time,
Usually, yeah.
usually.
Usually there's a
I've never been
microwave
to one
there.
that doesn't like even us personally, so
Yeah, and be prepared to the fact that, like I said, it's expensive.
it's
It's
expensive.
expensive to
Yeah.
go.
What are we looking at?
Normally, for a full weekend, I wanna say I've seen them anywhere from 500 to 800
Okay.
for a full
So
weekend.
you're paying for your room for the weekend and a little extra because you get the whole hotel.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's no food around, not on the
Not
premises
usually,
usually.
not usually,
But in the surrounding areas, it's a hotel, so
Yeah, yeah, I haven't seen any that have room service, not to say that there's not any, but I haven't seen any. Normally, when we get hungry, we say, "Okay, let's go. Let's go
mhm.
find a restaurant nearby. Let's go eat,"
Yeah,
and then we'll bring home, or we'll bring back to the hotel leftovers,
yeah,
and we'll go from there.
yeah.
So, yeah, there's really just those are all things that you wanna keep in mind, and then from a social aspect, try your very best to talk to people that you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they make it easy because they have rooms. Usually everybody, even if you're not a theme room, they have their doors open
Yeah.
for the most part, unless they're, whatever. They usually have them open and you can walk around and kind of, see. Don't get frustrated because sometimes they have them closed. They're either napping or something.
And don't open a closed door.
Don't open a closed door. Same rules apply.
Same rules
Have
apply.
common sense.
Don't open a closed door. That means
Yeah.
it's closed for a reason.
Yeah.
And maybe it was open 5
Um,
minutes earlier, but don't go in.
yeah.
The debrief afterwards, that's probably one of the most underrated
Mhm.
relationship tools
Mhm.
when you're done.
Mhm.
You can debrief after every night,
Yeah.
and then after the entire weekend. For us, we had an hour, a little over hour drive that we could talk
We
about
talked
everything.
too. We talked
Yeah,
when we went to go eat. We talked about different things because we went to go breakfast and lunch.
yeah.
And yeah, so we did that on the way home. We talked some more. So it was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So, like we say in every show, communication is everything,
Yeah.
and how you communicate is everything.
Yeah.
Pris and I have always communicated, but we have really tried to start trusting each other more
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
how we communicate
Yeah.
and the things that we say. And hey, you know what? Take a chance on your spouse or your partner and tell them, look, I'm going to tell you something that I don't feel comfortable telling you,
Mhm.
so please mind your how you react. Here's what I'm thinking,
Mhm.
this I'm interested in this person, or I want to play with this person, or whatever it is. You got to talk about it,
Mhm.
because if you hold it in and then boom, over a weekend, you accidentally did what you were
Oopsies.
wanting to talk about without talking about it. Yeah, that could cause some
Yeah.
problems.
Mhm.
That could definitely cause some
Mhm.
problems. So
Mhm.
communicate all the way.
Yes.
But all in all, takeovers are fun, man.
Yeah, they are.
Takeovers are fun, and
They
if you've
are.
got the extra money, the extra bread to toss at it, even if you do one a year, it's pretty
It
damn
is.
cool.
It's fun.
Pretty damn
Yeah.
cool. Now, how do you find hotel takeovers?
For we usually promote it on our SDC, and I believe they have an
I
SDC as
so
well.
yeah, so SDC, which you can find at our website,
Yeah.
down at the very bottom, you'll see a link for SDC. SDC is a website that
Mhm.
is very community based, and you can find all sorts of parties and hotel takeovers and all sorts of stuff that are happening in your community.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things are open to whomever wants to go.
Mhm.
They'll tell you, and they'll give you all the information now. And now, there are other ways as well. Facebook communities, local swinger Facebook communities,
Mhm.
if you're in those groups,
Mhm.
oftentimes they'll post meet and greets and they'll post hotel takeovers.
Yeah.
There are companies out there that this is what they do.
Oh,
Their
wow.
lifestyle people who
Okay.
have started companies, and that's all they do is they put on these hotel takeover events throughout the US.
Nice.
And so how they reach out to everybody, normally it's a lot of it is word of mouth, a lot of it is personal invite, but then like I said, you've got STC,
Mhm.
you've got local Facebook groups
Mhm.
and Discord groups, things like that,
Yeah.
Telegram. So however you can find them, you find them.
Yeah.
And if like say you're on TikTok, you look up hotel takeover, you can probably find one of those groups
Yeah.
that puts them on. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and I think that's how I'm gonna find, a national one there too, so
Nice.
something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's quickie, hotel takeovers, how to show up, how to come home closer than you arrived.
And the real takeaway here is communication doesn't stop at the hotel room door. It goes with you everywhere. Everywhere.
That's right. And hey, if you want to experience that energy with us, with Adam and Paris, Beyond Monogamy is hosting a live event at Club Eden San Antonio
Yep.
on June 20th at 9 p.m. We're letting you know now. I know it's early. Mark your calendar. Come find us in real life. June 20th, Club Eden, San Antonio, 9 p.m. Put it on your calendar right now. Make your plans, pack up the babies, grab the old ladies, and come out because we would love to see you there.
Yes, we would genuinely want to meet you. So come say hi.
Yeah. And don't forget, you can also catch us every Thursday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central on fullswapradio.com. And for everything else, episodes, blogs, merch, events, the confessional, it's all there at www.
And if this episode hit for you, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Spotify. And guys, we have so many social media threads you can follow us because
Yeah.
this guy is amazing. He does
Everywhere.
amazing little reels. So, yes. And you can share it with your friends, share it with someone who needs it because we're not only ethical non monogamy, we talk about all types of stuff in our relationship.
We do. Oh, and don't forget that reviews are the lifeblood of an independent show, and we are an independent show,
Mhm.
independent woman. Read every single one of your reviews, by the way, and thank you for
We
that.
do.
We are not too proud to beg for more. Hit us up because it helps get the conversation going. It helps put us in the algorithm.
And I don't think they know that if they leave us a review and they take a little picture of it, you can get a prize if we
Yeah.
pick you.
If you can take a picture of the
Mhm.
review that you put and show us that you left us a review and you submit it to us either via email or any of our facets on our website, www.beyond-monogamy.com, you may get a little something from
A little
us. A little
something.
something. I'm not going to
Mhm.
say what, because if I said what, that'll ruin the mystery.
Yes.
We love that you guys have joined us for another week. And with
Yeah.
that, we thank you guys for listening. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.